Hello, my name is Johnathan Baldauf. I'm the Political Coalition lead for Idaho50501. Today, we're going to talk about money in your campaign. So that's the bad news. The good news is this will be relatively short. A lot of these things are detailed enough that when you get into the weeds, you're going to need to know more information than that can be provided in a video like this. As always, this is not legal advice. If you want to know what's going on or have questions, start with Idaho.gov. The Secretary of State in Idaho is a very good resource, or you can always talk to an attorney as well if you really have a tough question. So why are we going to talk about money? As some people say, money makes the world go round, right? These are power coupons that really make your life a lot easier if you have them. If you can make sure that you have the ability to have tools where you hand out cards at the door, right? Where you have a yard sign. If you can purchase those things, life becomes a lot easier. It isn't just saying, hi, remember me, please vote for me. It's giving someone a physical piece of card stock or whatever else that they can remember you, put that on the refrigerator and say, hey, I remember this person, I'm voting for them. So when they go to the polls, they don't have to do as much research or potentially make a mistake and vote for the wrong person. So we want to make sure that you have those resources. Well, how do you get those resources? First and foremost, and this isn't a fun conversation, it's your friends and family, right? We always talk about that core group, and I think of it as an onion, right? That core group is where you really start. So that's, those folks that you might be volunteers or they might be able to donate, usually one or the other. Sometimes both, but usually one or the other. You want to have them using their time or their money. Have that first conversation, right? And then as you branch out, just like any networking organization, you can then start looking at other groups. Well, who do you know that can help out with my campaign? Who do you know who will be able to donate some money for me? Telling people, hey, I'm motivated, but I need some money to be able to get these things done. In many ways, you need to be shameless about it. There is a bit of a kind of scary factor for asking people for money because you never know how much they can donate. How do we figure out that? If you're in part of an organization that tracks those, life becomes a little bit easier. At the end of the day, ask, right? The people who want to support you are expecting you to ask. People who give money often are expecting you to ask. And if you don't ask, they're going to think something's wrong with you. And there might be something wrong with you because you don't have enough money to properly fund your campaign. So ask. It's one of the things we have to do. It's not pretty. No one really likes it, but it's something, it's part of the job. It's part of the job description, right? Okay, so you've got money. How do you make sure you're reporting that? First and foremost, you want to have a strong treasurer for two reasons. One, that treasurer can really help you manage all the resources and follow your reports. We'll talk about what those reports look like. But second, you want to have someone who's effectively a super endorsement, right? A treasurer, when you have a yard sign, their name's going to be on it. And if that's a strong name and that's someone known in your community, that's going to be a strong endorsement. If it's not, think about that, right? Who can I use, right? But sometimes it is, I have a strong connection with this person, that person, or the other person, and I really want them to be part of this campaign, whoever that may be. If they want to be your super endorser and out there doing the hard work for you, or with you, hopefully, that would be a good connection. Now, in Idaho, life becomes easy when it comes to making those reports. So let's talk about reports. We have what's called our Sunshine Reports through the Secretary of State's portal. So one, go check that out and pay attention to, they have a handbook if you have any questions about that. But two, effectively what you're going to do is you're going to create an account, you're going to log in, and you're going to say this is what we made, this is how we spent it, and this is how much money we have. That's the basics, right? But you need to make sure you are accurately reporting how much money you take in and who gave it to you. There are specific requirements for that, right? And then make sure that you're spending money on campaign-related things. Don't be in a position where you're spending money on things you shouldn't be spending money on. Make sure it's a campaign-related expense. That's very straightforward until it's not, but make sure you're keeping your nose clean. Because if you're watching this video, you're probably someone of those people who want to do good for your community. And if that's what you want to do, and you're going to be the good guy, then you better act like the good guy and better make sure those reports are in time. So that's the basics of campaign finances. That's a very broad overview. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, like and subscribe and go fight for your community. Next week, we're going to be talking to Joe from Idaho 5051, who's going to talk to us about social media and how to make sure you're out there getting that message out in that way. I think that'll be a very fun conversation compared to today. And it'll also be a very good conversation for anyone running in 2026. Have a good day.